All right, so today let's dive into kindness.
Kindness.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like one of those things, you hear it all the time, but we're going to try to like really get into it today and figure out what's up with kindness.
Yeah.
And we're using this blog post, 50 Kindness Journal Prompts.
Okay.
It's by Clara Penrose. And it's really cool. It's like all these different like thought experiments almost
Right.
to help you be more kind or just notice kindness more.
Yeah. And I think that's key here. Like, we're not just talking about the concept of kindness in the abstract,
Yeah.
but giving you something
Yeah.
actionable
Yeah.
that you can take away.
So the post, it's broken up into like these 5 themes.
Okay.
And the first one, this is the one that like when I saw it, it's like, whoa, this is interesting. Kindness to self.
Yeah.
Like not being selfish, but being kind to yourself.
Mhm.
Why is that so important? We hear that a lot, right? But like, what's the reasoning behind it?
Well, imagine if you were to treat yourself with the same kindness that you would offer a close friend,
Right.
right? That's essentially what self-compassion is, right? You're acknowledging your own worth.
Mm-hmm.
You're forgiving yourself for past mistakes. We all make them.
Oh, yeah.
And you're basically silencing that inner critic that we all have.
Totally.
And research has actually shown that self-compassion is linked to lower anxiety, greater resilience,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
It's like that prompt. There's one in here about a time that you achieved a goal, and it makes you think about like, how were you kind to yourself during that process? Like not just celebrating at the end. We forget that part.
Exactly. And we achieve things because of how we treat ourselves along the way.
Yeah.
Those moments of self-doubt where you need to dig deep,
Yeah.
that's where the kindness comes in.
And Penrose actually says, kindness to yourself is not selfish. It is essential for your well-being and your ability to be kind to others.
Yeah, and it's like that saying, you can't pour from an empty cup, right?
Right.
If you're constantly running on empty, beating yourself up, how much can you really genuinely offer other people?
Yeah.
It's about refilling your own reserves of compassion
Mm-hmm.
so that it overflows.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because I know like when I'm stressed out,
Right.
if I haven't had my coffee or whatever, I'm way more likely to like snap at someone or just not even notice. Like
Yeah.
my kindness batteries drain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, when we practice self-kindness,
Yeah.
we build up that resilience, we build up that empathy.
Right.
And it allows us to be more present, more compassionate to other people because we've given ourselves that same courtesy.
Okay, so we got to be kind to ourselves first. That's like the foundation. Then we can go out and be kind to other people,
Exactly.
which I guess leads us perfectly into our next theme, which is acts of kindness.
Okay.
So this is about those everyday gestures, could be big or small, that have like a ripple effect.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever noticed, like even just holding a door for someone, it can totally change their demeanor for the rest of the day?
Oh, absolutely. It's amazing how these small acts can really impact how we feel.
Yeah.
Think about a time that someone surprised you with kindness. How did it make you feel?
Oh my gosh, yeah. There was one time I was having just the worst morning, and the barista at my coffee shop,
Yeah.
he just like gave me this free pastry. He was like, "You look like you could use this." And it totally changed my whole day around.
See, and that's the amazing thing about kindness, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be this big, grand gesture.
Right.
It can be something so small and simple
Yeah.
and still have a profound impact.
It's like Penrose says, kindness is the glue that holds communities together. A small act can make a big difference.
And it reminds us that we all have the power to make a positive impact.
Yeah.
Every interaction we have, no matter how small,
Yeah.
holds that potential for kindness.
That's a good point.
So, it's one thing to like receive kindness,
Mm-hmm.
but Penrose also talks about gratitude for those acts of kindness. That's what we're going to get into now.
Okay.
It's about shifting from just sort of passively receiving it
Right.
to actively appreciating the kindness.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not just about having nice things happen to you,
Right.
but like really taking them in,
Exactly.
letting it like sink deep or something.
Yeah, one of the prompts actually asks you to think about a time that you felt truly grateful for someone's help.
Yeah.
And what was it that made it so significant? It's about recognizing the generosity behind the act, really letting yourself be touched by it.
That reminds me, actually, last week, my car broke down.
Oh, no.
Talk about a bad day, right? Yeah. And this guy, this stranger, he just stopped and helped me push it to a safe spot.
Wow.
I was so flustered. I don't even think I like thanked him properly. Oh, man. But like thinking back on it, it wasn't just the help. It was that he stopped.
Right.
Like so many other cars had just driven by.
Yeah, wow.
It made me feel seen,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, and I think that's what Penrose is getting at here.
Yeah.
It's about strengthening those feelings of gratitude and connection,
Okay.
helping us focus on what we have rather than what we lack.
It's like that quote, gratitude is the memory of the heart.
Yes.
When you said that, I was like, I know that quote.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It is a good one.
Recognizing kindness in that way, it really does make you appreciate life more.
Absolutely.
Which leads us to, I guess, kind of our next theme,
Okay.
which is observing kindness.
Okay.
It's about like opening your eyes to those little acts of compassion that often go unnoticed.
Becoming a mindful observer of the world around you, right?
Yeah.
You're looking for those subtle but really powerful displays of empathy.
There's this prompt about like observing kindness in nature.
Yeah.
Have you ever like seen an animal being kind?
All the time. I mean, there are countless examples of it.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, elephants mourning their dead, dolphins helping injured companions.
Oh.
It really makes you kind of challenge your assumptions about where we might find kindness.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's amazing how seeing it in like those unexpected places really shifts your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh yeah, it is everywhere if you just are looking for it.
Exactly.
Speaking of unexpected places, there's a prompt in here about witnessing kindness like during hard times.
Right.
Those moments can be so impactful.
Absolutely. It's about those like glimmers of light in the darkness.
Yeah.
Reminders that even amidst, really difficult times,
Yeah.
compassion still exists.
Like when my friend, her mom passed away last year.
Yeah.
Even just like someone bringing over a meal or offering to like listen to her meant the world to her,
Yeah.
It's that reminder that you're not alone.
Exactly.
Even when things are really tough.
Those small acts of kindness can bring so much hope.
Yeah.
And remind us of the inherent good in humanity.
Totally.
Penrose doesn't just want us to observe it, though.
Yeah.
She wants us to act.
To do it.
So that brings us to our final theme, spreading kindness.
Okay, let's talk action.
Let's do it.
We've explored all these facets of kindness.
Right.
Now, how do we actually put it into practice?
Yeah, this is where we go from contemplation to action.
Okay.
Taking what we've learned and actually putting it into practice in our lives.
I like it.
And the prompts here, they offer some really fantastic concrete ideas. For example, one of them suggests creating a kindness challenge for yourself.
A kindness challenge.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So what would yours be? If you had to pick one, what would your kindness challenge be?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, one idea I had was to, commit to one act of kindness for a stranger every day for a week.
Oh.
Something as simple as, letting someone go ahead of you in line at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Or paying a compliment to the cashier.
Oh, that's nice.
These little things can really make someone's day.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
What about maybe we could start a kindness tradition?
With our friends or family.
Okay.
Something, I don't know, maybe it's a weekly thing where we write thank you notes to people who've made a difference in our lives.
Oh, I love that.
Or volunteering together at a local charity or something.
Exactly. And those shared experiences can be so powerful.
Yeah.
And it's a way to kind of build a sense of community around kindness.
I like it.
There's actually another prompt in this section about the ripple effect of kindness.
Oh.
Have you ever experienced that?
Oh, yeah.
Where one act of kindness
Totally.
kind of inspires another and so on.
Yeah, it's like that saying, kindness is contagious.
Yes.
I remember one time I was driving and this car in front of me stopped to let this pedestrian cross the street.
Even though they didn't have to, it wasn't even like a crosswalk or anything.
Right.
And it just, I don't know, it made me want to do something nice too. So at the next drive-through, I paid for the coffee for the person behind me.
Oh, I love it.
It makes you want to keep it going,
It's amazing how witnessing kindness can inspire us to pay it forward.
Yeah.
Create this beautiful chain reaction of compassion.
Totally.
And it doesn't have to be anything grand or heroic.
Yeah.
Sometimes the smallest acts can have the most profound ripple effects.
So true.
Yeah.
Penrose, she writes, spreading kindness is like planting seeds. Each act has the potential to grow and bloom in ways we may never fully see.
That's a great analogy.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
You might not even ever know what impact your kindness had. But that shouldn't stop us from doing it, right?
Exactly. We just got to plant those seeds of kindness wherever we can.
I like it.
Yeah.
So I guess as we're kind of wrapping up here,
Yeah.
Our deep dive into
The
kindness.
deep dive into kindness, yes.
What's like the biggest takeaway for you? What's really resonating?
I think for me, it's that reminder that kindness isn't this passive thing that just happens to us.
Okay.
It's an active choice that we can make in every single interaction, and that even the smallest gestures
Yeah,
can have a really big impact
I like that.
on both the giver and the receiver.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. It's empowering to know that we have that power
Absolutely.
to just make that choice.
Yeah.
So, as you're going about your day today, think back on all this stuff we talked about. What really stuck with you?
Huh.
And what's one little act of kindness you can do?
Mm-hmm.
Plant that seed.
Plant that seed.
Exactly.
Love it.
All right. Well, this was fun. Thanks for diving in with me.
This was great. Thanks for having me.